Hey YouTube from 4 a.m. Las Vegas time. I have a few things that I want to talk about. I guess the first thing that bothered me the most today, was a really good day. And then, early this morning, everybody's asleep in my house. It's like, 1 o'clock in the morning. I go to the 7-Eleven to get a bottle of Gatorade. Okay, so, not drinking, I don't drink. I just wanted Gatorade. And, there was a drunk guy in there, and he said, "Oh my gosh, you look just like that dead lady." Excuse me? I know I look like crap tonight, but, dead? He goes, "Yeah, the Anna Nicole Smith lady." Okay, so, I loved Anna Nicole Smith. As a matter of fact, I dressed up like her one Halloween. However, there were kind of two versions of Anna Nicole, and one was the very, very large, and one was the very, very small. And so, I didn't have the courage to ask him, like, okay, which phase, I just kind of said, "Thank you, I think," and, just smile and keep walking. So, yeah, that was interesting for, early morning. I guess, he was drunk, so I gotta give him that. But, onward. It was just bizarre. I had to share. So, I have gotten so many calls this week. Like, everyone on my forum board, I think all the members have my phone number. And, because it's important that we, really support each other. And since I'm, my friend and I are the founders, I never hesitate to give out my phone number. And, there's a group of us that kind of had surgery around the same time. And, apparently every one of these ladies, we have no men on our board. Can you believe that? We need some guys. If you know guys that, they've had weight loss surgery, send them over. weightlosssurgeryforum.com. Very easy to remember. But anyway, they were all telling me that, they're having such a hard time right now, emotionally and with anger. And, I'm really not going through any of that. And, the more I talked about it, the more it hit me that, people are grieving. It's a grieving process when somebody, takes your security blanket away, and it's something that, they don't cover, they don't tell you about before surgery is, all those hormones go flooding through your body at a, very fast rate, and, makes you very emotional. So, expect like, PMS syndrome times, 100. But it kind of hit me like, why am I not going through this? And, I don't know how to help these people. I don't know. I mean, obviously our way to cope was with food. And, happy, sad, mad, whatever it was, food was always there to comfort. And, so I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. And, I said, we lack coping skills is what it is. We need to work on our, different ways to cope with things. And I don't mean like a distraction, I don't mean like, oh, you can paint or you can crochet or whatever. No, that's putting it on the back burner, but until you deal with it, it's always there. It's, it's kind of like a crouching tiger, it's waiting to pounce on you. And so I said, I don't know. I don't know how to help anyone. And then it hit me that I've gone through the grieving process many times, and where I didn't think that I had coping skills, the reality of it was, I do. There have been, if you've watched other YouTube videos, I'm not getting into all of this now, but I've lost some very, very close people to me that really rocked me. And, it's just because it's food doesn't mean that you're not going through the grieving process. So it also hit me that I went through the grieving process when I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And, there are steps to the grieving process. And, I remember the moment that I got sick. And I remember almost a year later, the moment that I went, enough. I get it now. I'm going to, pull up my big girl panties and get on with life. I have to do this. And so that was my, acceptance. There was no more anger. There was no more bargaining. There was nothing. It was just acceptance. And, okay, this is me now, and this is what I have to work with. And so now, I can move forward in my life. And it took a while because, I knew that my life would never be the same. And it didn't hit me that I had been through this process, I don't know why, until one of my really, really sweet friends, she said, she sometimes regretted her decision, and, she would give anything for one last binge, and, this is forever. And when she said forever, it hit me like, when I think forever, I think chronic, because, my disease is chronic, it's forever. And so that was the first thing I thought of. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I journal everything. And so, the answers are there. I just have to, decipher them and compile them. So I'm going to stop here. And the next one will be my toolbox. I'll share my coping tools with you. Be back in a minute.